All right, action RPG enjoyers,
Welcome,
let's go
travelers.
check it out.
I'm
Last
Joe
Epoch
Copeland,
update.
founder of 11th Hour Games and game director for Last Epoch. And
Season
today,
3,
I'm excited
right?
to share with you all the awesome new updates coming in Season 3.
Hell
the new
yeah.
Ancient Skies, which is launching on August 21st.
Oh, it's like
this
1
update
week.
introduces a new campaign chapter where we'll be going back in time to explore the
Oh,
ancient
new
past,
campaign.
a new
Okay.
system built around hunting evolving rift beasts and powerful new rewards. It also includes a rework of the Lich Mastery and improvements to the Necromancer, Beastmaster, Minion AI, and a long list of quality of life changes across the game. Let's take a look at what's new in Season 3 Beneath Ancient Skies. Chapter 10 expands the campaign following the events of Majasa's defeat. Players will continue the story by pursuing Apophis into the Ancient Era. As you chase Apophis down, you will traverse through a prehistoric realm filled with monstrous wildlife and flora.
Dude, the
You will
dinosaurs
explore
looking
beautiful
cool.
areas such as lush jungles and vast forests filled with dinosaurs, as well as crystal-filled caves and giant insect-infected mountains. As you get further, you will find dragon layers and even the floating temple of Atera in the sky. You will meet some unlikely allies and find Nagasa, Osprix, and Wingari peacefully coexisting. Next, we'll take a look at the new encounter system, the Primal Hunt.
Okay.
Throughout the campaign and in-game, you'll encounter mysterious rifts.
Good, I'm so glad it's
gateways into the
in
ancient
both.
era. On the other side, players will dive into deep caves where they will find the rift beasts and their nests. After defeating the beast, players
Hold on,
choose
okay,
one
I'm
of the
gonna
hatched-
pause this right here so we can see it. So it says choose an evolution. So again, this is the new league mechanic, I'm guessing. Evolutions and lineage. Choose an evolution. Gains horns that can be charged with lightning. It drops runes. You can see it. I think this is like the difficulty right here. Like you have like a negative mod making the thing harder, and it drops either I guess runes, affix shards, or drops a rare bow or quiver. I mean, rare is kind of maybe get one of those like a what are they called, like the legendary or like ancestral. The purple exalted, is it exalted in this game? It's been a while since I played this game, but you also have guaranteed loot of a primal horn, which I'm guessing is some new either crafting material or some currency, and then you can
to spare,
also end the
which
lineage
grants
there.
future rift beasts a new evolution. Evolutions add new abilities, body parts, and rewards to the next generation of rift beasts.
Oh, okay.
As you continue on your journey,
Do you
will
build
be
it up?
ambushed by the evolved rift beasts
Like a
until
metamorphosis.
you eventually find another rift back to their lair, where you can continue to evolve the current lineage. By defeating evolved rift beasts, you will earn trophies in the form of primordial materials, ancient
okay.
bones, and, rarely, one of a few select primordial unique items. You can also trade your primordial materials with a friendly Wingari hunter, Scarven Bloodhorn, for primordial uniques and runes of evolution.
Okay, so
a
new
rune
uniques.
used to craft primordial exalted items.
Okay. Exalted
Primordial items are so
items.
powerful that each traveler may only have a single primordial item
Oh.
of either kind equipped at a time. Over
Okay.
30 new uniques have been added in this patch, including 25 primordial uniques. Some highlights include Carrion of Creation, gloves which convert 6 other ailments into bleed chance.
Wow, that's
True
kind of cool.
Sight Glass, an amulet that unlocks access to a second tier of critical strikes.
Wait, what?
Lock-
Wait, critical strike chance above 100 gives you a chance to deal deadly strikes. So you get up to a 40% chance. Okay, so deadly strikes count as critical strikes, but have an additional 300 crit multi. Wow, that is pretty insane. And then you have another 32 crit multi on it, and then we have critical strike avoidance. Okay, I wonder if that can basically give you
Awesome
crit
of
immunity
Immortal
right
Stone,
there. You
an
get a good
amulet
roll.
that converts all void, necrotic, and poison damage taken to physical damage.
And you get increased armor too.
And Tyrant's Skull, allowing any wearer to be accompanied by a powerful T-Rex minion.
Okay, that's kind of cool, man. As
These
long as the
primordial
minion's
uniques are
good.
very strong. EHG is wishing you good rolls and good luck hunting.
And they said you can only have
However,
one, so
you may be
hopefully they'll
interested
be
in
all
primordial
good.
exalted items, which are obtained by using the Rune of Evolution.
Okay, how does this work?
Use these on exalted items with a tier 7 affix, and it will randomly select one of the tier 7 affixes and turn it into a tier 8 affix and then seal it, freeing up an additional affix slot on the item.
Okay. So
On
this is
top
going to be
of
a
that,
nice
you can still
boost of
seal
power.
regular affixes on the item as well, which means you can have a non-unique item with up to 6 affixes on it. Tier 8 affixes are oftentimes twice as powerful as their Tier 7 counterparts. allowing
Twice?
for some
That's like
truly
a
crazy
double
items.
GA.
We can't wait to see what builds the community makes
Okay,
with
they're
these
going
new
crazy
primordial
with
items
power.
in hand.
I like this. It's fine though. Just let
This
people have
patch
fun, man.
focuses heavily on reworking the Lich and overall improvements to the Necromancer and Beastmaster masteries, as well as core improvements to how minions behave. A new behavior toggle has been added that lets you switch minions between assassinate and protect stances. This allows for more control over how they behave in different situations.
As aggressive as
In
possible is the way I
assassinate
like
stance, minions attack enemies further away from you and more heavily prioritize bosses and rare enemies.
it. Oh, okay, you
In
can make them.
protect stance, they stay
priority.
nearer to you and prioritize attacking enemies that are close to you. Minions will now prioritize their current target more consistently and disengage less often when the player moves. Also, while in assassinate stance, minions will have a longer leash distance before turning to follow you and will now teleport to the player if they fall too far behind.
That's
When
good.
not in combat, minions will move towards the player's destination, not the player's current position. We've
Ah,
also
that's so much
addressed
better.
a number of ways in which minions would not be updated when equipping or unequipping items. In addition, they gain more damage and damage reduction from player levels than before.
Okay, so minion buffs, I
The
guess, man.
Necromancer's passive tree has been updated with new nodes focused on durability, leech, and critical strike scaling. Several older nodes have been removed or replaced, and new threshold bonuses have been added across the tree to encourage different types of minion-focused builds. The skill Assemble Abomination has been reworked. The abomination no longer decays over time. Instead, it will remember the minions that were absorbed to create it, and will devour those minions whenever it sees them, similar to the Wraithlord. In exchange, its skill tree offers power based on the minions you gave up to create it. The Abomination skill tree has been rebuilt to offer more flexibility in how you design its behavior and damage profile. For example, an Abomination that absorbs many skeleton archers can fire exceptionally powerful eternal arrows. The Lich passive tree has been overhauled with more identity-defining choices and greater build flexibility. Several older nodes have been replaced with new options, including mechanics for health drain, ward interactions, and dual wielding. There's also a new keystone that enables low-life builds by capping your maximum survivability but unlocking conditional bonuses. We've added a new skill to the Lich's kit, Flay. This is a hybrid melee and spell ability that lets the player dash into melee range and strike with a rending attack. If enemies are killed, they erupt into a damaging spell that can hit surrounding enemies. The Flay skill tree offers a wide range of
At first, I was just thinking like Flicker Strike, but they said it takes like a second, and that 1 second is like too slow. I feel like it needs to
allowing
be
it
instant
scale with
on kill.
ailments, crits, spell triggers, or even convert
Maybe
into
we
a
can
pure
mod
spell.
it though.
Several other Lich skills have also been updated. Aura of Decay's damage has been improved. It can be converted to bleed or frostbite, and its tree has new options to enhance its potential as a primary damage dealing skill. Death Seal has been reworked into a low uptime defensive cooldown that makes you incredibly difficult to kill. And Rip Blood now hits all enemies in a line in front of you and has new effects in its tree to improve its single target damage potential. One of the updates coming to the Merchant's Guild are new tokens designed to streamline and enhance your progression and overall trading experience. Merchant tokens remove the favor cost of a purchase, and you get a free one every time you rank up. This means that whenever you reach a new rank, you'll be able to buy an item that requires that rank, even if you wouldn't have otherwise had enough favor.
Oh, that's so good. That's
Black
really
market
awesome.
tokens allow you to buy and equip items that you would have otherwise needed a higher rank to purchase and use, while also removing the favor cost of the purchase, like the merchant token.
Dude, this is a
There are
great
also
system, man.
new changes coming to the bazaar. The UI now has better search functionality for unique.
But okay, as far as
set, and
I was aware of, I haven't played Last Epoch like fully in terms of like the trading in a while. So I'm curious to know, can you just straight up use this market, or do you have to like spec into it? Because I remember before there was like different things that you would spec into, and I actually really like that they had. They're like the only action RPG that has it built into the game, other than like Torchlight Infinite. But I really wish this was just available for everyone. You could still pick like a faction at the end,
legendary
you know?
items.
You don't have to spec into
Clear
what is it, like
labeling of
merchant.
priced and unpriced listings, as well as a way to quickly apply a filter based off an item in your inventory. These changes aim to improve the trading experience for all players. Next, let's go over quality of life improvements coming in patch 1.3. Visuals and audio have been polished across the board. Dozens of skills now feature improved VFX and sound design. New voice
Awesome.
acting has been added for major NPCs in Chapter 9 and 10, as well as updated sound sets for many enemies. Loot filter updates now let you customize ground beams and item icons per rule. In addition, you'll now have the ability to select between many new, unique, easily identifiable sound effects, all making it easier to distinguish valuable drops. Stash tabs can now be cloned or moved in bulk, and stash search macros make it easier to find exact gear types or affixes. The Forge UI has been updated with clearer button placement and additional tooltips. Controller support has improved across menus and tooltips, with better navigation flow and more consistent layout behavior. Audio sliders for music, effects, and voice lines now use a new backend system that provides more consistent volume scaling across all content. We've added a new UI element to remind you when ground tooltips are turned off, and one that reminds you when you've left a piece of gear in the forge. And there's new visual polish on Alt to compare overlays and item preview windows.
Especially with
Patch
all those
1.3
new
includes
affixes and
hundreds
stuff.
of bug fixes and optimizations aimed at improving stability, gameplay, clarity, and performance. Terrain interaction and targeting logic have been adjusted to reduce cases where abilities fail to cast or hit unexpectedly. Loading times have been reduced across multiple zones, and memory usage during long play sessions has been improved. Other
Overall,
fixes include
sounds good, man.
better detection for stuck characters when teleporting or using movement abilities, reduced screen shake intensity on certain abilities, and improved filtering options for screen effects. And we fixed several issues with skill cooldowns, minion responsiveness, and chat filters. Also launching with Season 3 are the Primal Supporter Packs, our newest set of limited time cosmetics. As always, everything here is cosmetic only, no pay for power. This is a way to support the game and unlock some really cool visuals in the process. Let's start with the Primal Traveler Pack. This pack leans into the spirit of ancient exploration,
The 2K.
cosmetics that feel right at home in the wilds of the ancient era. You'll get the Primal Traveler Forum Badge, a shoulder-clinging sloth named Backsloth, the Bone and Stone Primal Hatchet, and the Crow-themed Carrion Scepter. Rounding it out is Nigel, the last Epoch toucan who has arrived from his exile to the remote islands far to the east. Next is the Primal Templar Pack, which includes everything from the Traveler tier, plus a lot more. You'll get the Surian Hide Cloak, made from leather, feathers, and bone, and the fossilized portal, formed from the remains of an ancient dragon. There's
cool
the
for the-
Primal Slicer, a jagged
theme.
one-handed sword, and the full Wild Hunter's leather armor set. You'll also unlock the Primal Soul Evade effect, which leaves a spectral dragon tail trailing behind you, and the Earth Shaker footprints, with each step pounding the ground into golden tremors. And of course, it includes the Primal Templar Forum Badge, and a bundle of Epoch points to use in the cosmetic store.
Oh, cool. So it's like just like
The
PoE, where you
Primal
get the
Vanquishers pack
bonus
expands
points
your
too.
options even further and includes everything from the Traveler and Templar tiers. This one takes a darker turn. Think Ritual Magic and Forgotten Power. It comes from the Carrion Caster two-hand staff, and complete Carrion Herald armor set, and 2 effect cosmetics, the Dark Pursuit Evade, which trails crimson energy behind you, and Ritual Footprints, which inscribes glowing runes into the earth. You'll get the Carrion Caster's Cape, a low-hanging back cosmetic with crow feathers and a rune-marked shield, and the Dark Ritual Portal, pulsing with ancient sacrifice. You'll also get the Vanquisher Forum Badge and more Epoch points. Finally, the Primal Legends pack. This pack contains everything from Season 3's supporter packs and gives you even more exclusive rewards. In addition to all the content from the Primal Vanquisher, Templar, and Traveler tiers, the Primal Legend pack contains the Marble and Gold Temple Night Wings, the Atera Portal, and the Crystal Edge Temple Authority Sword. You also unlock 2 exclusive pets, the Curious Disc-Riding Temple Familiar and the Floating Sentinel, known as the Temple Attendant. And it doesn't stop there. You'll also receive the massive Temple Aegis Shield, the full Temple Knight armor set, the Whispering Wind Evade effect, and the Atera's Path footprints which shimmer beneath your steps. These supporter packs are only available for a limited time and can be picked up through the in-game shop or on Steam. And as always, thank you for supporting Last Epoch.
Okay, is this
For
wrapping
more
this one up?
info on
Okay.
Season 3, please read the full patch notes on the forum. On behalf of the entire team at 11th Hour Games, thank you for being a part of this journey. Your feedback, support, and passion continue to shape the game and our studio. We'll see you in a Terra for Season 3 Beneath Ancient Skies on August 21st.
Okay, so basically in a week. But there is like another video that I want to go ahead and check out and give you guys a reaction to as well. Alright, so here's like the other trailer. I want to go ahead and kind of check this one out as well, because the one thing that I've always liked in action RPGs is seeing if there's a brand new like boss. But like as far as like content, it says there's what, like 30 plus uniques. So if there's 30 more uniques and there's like these brand new like super powerful mega weapons and items, one of them summons a giant T-Rex, right? That is really, really cool. I like that idea. But the most important thing is like if I'm doing the same like, you know, campaign over and over, they said there's going to be extended campaigns, so that's cool. I'm assuming there's going to be a brand new boss at the end of the new chapter, right? So I have something to look forward to in terms of grinding versus you could go up in what, like the corruption in this game, right? I never really got super into that, but the primordial, this is cool. Primordial Exalted is cool as well. And if they've bumped up a bunch of like the skills, UI, balance and stuff, I mean, that's kind of stuff that I expect to see in, you know, most updates for action RPGs. But there was also a new Lich skill, which was like a teleport, which, like I said, I kind of got excited because I was thinking like maybe kind of like Flicker Strike. So yeah, a bunch of quality of life updates. Minions, I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm going to be playing minions, but technically the Falconer is kind of minion based, but if it improves the Falcon's AI too, that's good, because that's probably what I'm going to play, because I've always felt like that was top tier in last Epoch. Okay, so this is the new Rift Beast system, which I'm hoping they can show maybe a little bit more here, because it feels kind of samey to that system that we had where we would fight like these bosses and we would keep on fighting them again to get uniques and stuff, but it gives us new currency, so that's kind of cool. Okay, that doesn't really show off like it. Maybe this is the new boss in the chapter campaign, but either way, guys, I'm really looking forward to trying it out. We'll see how it goes. The one thing that I've always felt like, though, as far as last Epoch compared to like Diablo, Path of Exile, is the way that the game feels, and they've adjusted some of the skills, so maybe the game will feel a little bit better. But I think last Epoch is definitely looking like a solid action RPG, especially since they recently actually sold the game, so maybe this could be a very big, bright future for the game if they can maybe get like an update to the engine. But either way, I'm interested to check it out. What are your guys' thoughts on the new Beneath the Ancient Skies for Season 3? Are you guys going to be playing? If so, what's a really good build? Because, again, I haven't played in a while. I'm assuming Falconer is still good, but to be honest with last Epoch, I want to say most skills are pretty good. Like, whereas you go to, like, Diablo, well, Path of Exile, like, Lightning Spear was pretty OP. But other than that, there was probably a couple other really good PoE skills. But in general, like Diablo, if you're not playing like a meta build, it's pretty rough to do like the high tier content. But I would say last Epoch never really had too much of an issue with this, so I think that that'll be good. I think it's called, is it the Morning Frost or Frostwalker boots? Like once you get those, like you can make any build just top tier. You just stack a bunch of like things like Dex or something, and you get so much DPS that it's hard to beat with like any build. At least that's the way I see it. Like you can make any build work with those boots. But we'll definitely lock in and play it. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up. That's my thoughts and reaction to it. And I think that this is a really great change, because I remember when you go to the bazaar, when you get to the next tier, you'd have to like get like, you know, more currency or whatever. But like you could just like get a token to instantly buy it. So if I can lock in, and if more players can also just get that one unique that they need for their build, I think that's really good. Because as a, you know, content creator, I'm like, oh, especially with Diablo, it's like, oh, you guys got to farm the mythic item, and people get upset with that. But that's the reality of it. But no, with this, you can just directly buy it, and you don't have to go to a third-party website. So I've always praised last Epoch for specifically this. There's new crafting. It's looking good. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. But if you guys enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and you guys will see gameplay of it. And I'll probably drop another updated Falconer build, as the last build was still pretty dang good. Even though it did get nerfed once, I still think that Falconer is really strong. But anyways, take care, gamers, and I'll see you in the next one.